Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, excretion. We have completed the lesson excretion, the wastage disposing system. Okay, now let us discuss the questions which appear from this lesson in the Olympiads and NEET. So before going to the exercise, let us briefly recall what is excretion. Due to the metabolism, several harmful excretory products are formed, and the process of removing toxic waste from the body is called excretion. The human excretory system comprises of kidney, a pair of kidneys, ureters, a urinary bladder and a urethra. So each kidney is composed of a large number of uriniferous tubules or nephrons. They are called structural and functional units of a kidney. Then a nephron comprises glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, Henle's loop, distal convoluted tubule, and a collecting duct or collecting tubule. The formation of urine involves four main steps or four main stages. What are they? They are glomerular filtration, number 1, glomerular filtration, number 2, tubular reabsorption, number 3, tubular secretion, and the fourth step is concentration of urine. Okay children, next we have learnt the kidneys remove nitrogenous waste from the body and maintains water balance. Water balance means osmoregulation, salt content, pH, and blood pressure in the human body. So dialysis machine is an artificial kidney which filters the blood to remove the metabolic waste outside the body. The kidney transplantation is a permanent solution to renal failure patients. The different animals have the different excretory organs: amoeba contractile vacuole, platyhelminths flame cells, Annelida nephridia, arthropoda means insects, Malpighian tubules, reptiles, birds and mammals, kidneys. There are no special organs of excretion in plants, but the plants store different waste materials in the leaves, bark, root, seeds which fall off from the plants. The plant metabolites are of two types. What are they? Primary metabolites, proteins, carbohydrates and fats, and the secondary metabolites are alkaloids, tannins, resins, latex, gums, etc. And the excretion is the removal of materials from the living beings, whereas secretion is the movement of materials from one point to other. Okay. Okay. Now let us try to answer the questions. First question: dash is considered as the basic functional unit of human kidney: axon, nephron, cilia, neuron. So it is the nephron. Bowman's capsule is located in cortex, Henle's loop, bladder, none of the above. It is present in the outer region, cortex. The dash is the point where two or three major renal calyces join together: renal pelvis, urethra, Bowman's capsule. It is the renal pelvis. You can see here in the diagram. The renal pelvis is the region where 3 or more, okay, they will join together and open here. Renal calyces, minor, major calyces, they open into renal pelvis. Okay, renal pelvis. This renal pelvis opens into the ureter. Dash are the tubes made up of smooth muscle fibers that transport urine to the bladder from the kidneys. Renal papilla, urethra, ureters, none of the above. The tubes, so actually if you take the kidney, for example, yes, this is the pelvis region, and so this is the ureters, tube-like structures through which transport the urine to the urinary bladder. Okay, there are 2 ureters are there. 3. C. Nitrogenous waste excreted through urine in humans is trimethylamine oxide, ammonia, uric acid, urea. We are ureotelic. This urea is a main excretory material. Dash is a muscular sac located in the pelvis, just behind the pubic bone. Bowman's capsule, urinary bladder, ureter, none of the above. It is the muscular sac. It is urinary bladder. The dash synthesizes the most of the excretory compound in humans and is eliminated through dash: liver, urine, kidneys, urine, liver, bile juice. It is the first one. The liver synthesizes the most excretory compound in the humans and is eliminated in the form of urine after filtration in the kidneys. Okay. Dash is responsible for the recovery of water and sodium chloride from the urine. Bowman's capsule, ureter, loop of Henle, none of the above. It is the loop of Henle which is responsible for the recovery of water and sodium chlorides from the urine. Reabsorption takes place. Dash is the condition characterized by the presence of red blood cells in the urine. Hematoma, hematuria, hematemesis. It is a hematuria. Dash is a yellow pigment that is formed after the dead blood cells are processed in the liver. It is also primarily responsible for the yellow color of urine. Xanthin, urochrome, carotenoids, none of the above. It is the urochrome is the pigment which is present in the urine which gives the yellow color. Okay. Next, dash produces the urea as the excretory substance in the human body. Kidneys, liver, urinary bladder, digestive system. It is the liver which produces urea, filtered by kidneys. The dash is a network of tiny blood vessels located at the beginning of a nephron. Renal calyces, renal pyramid, Bowman's capsule, glomerulus. It is the glomerulus, a network of tiny blood vessels, that is a renal arteriole, okay, which form the glomerulus. Afferent arteriole will form the glomerulus. Next, this substance cannot pass through semi-permeable walls of glomerulus, globin, albumin, blood cells, all of the above. Yes, selective filtration takes place. So these are all the important materials. Globin is the protein, albumin is the protein, albumin is protein, and blood cells, these are also very important. So these are not filtered by the glomerulus, filtered in the glomerulus because they are essential ones. Okay, only non-essential selective filtration takes place, that is called ultrafiltration. Okay, and the filtrate which is formed is called as glomerular filtrate. The reason why the right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. Okay, option 1, the left kidney is bigger than right. The considerable space occupied by the heart, considerable space occupied by the liver on the right side. The right kidney is bigger than the left. So actually the option C, considerable space occupied by the liver on the right side. That's why somewhat right kidney is slightly lower. Okay, homeostasis, this is arrangement, balance in the body. This happens if the proximal convoluted tubule is removed from nephron. Urine is not formed. Quality and quantity of the urine is unaffected. Urine is more concentrated. Urine is more diluted. It is what happens if the proximal convoluted reabsorption is hampered. So urine is more diluted. This artery passes blood to the kidney. Common iliac artery, cystic artery, renal artery, celiac artery. What is that artery? It is the renal artery which passes through the kidney. Renal artery. In amoeba, excretion occurs or takes place through the process of diffusion, infusion, uricotelic, none of the above. It is by diffusion. Name the excretory organ present in the earthworm through which excretion takes place. Moist skin, nephridia, both A and B, or only B. The excretory organ present in earthworm through which excretion takes place. It is nephridia. Okay, only B. Which organ in the human body is responsible for removing carbon dioxide from the body? Kidney, lungs, blood, urea. It is the lungs. Okay. In which of the following are the largest amounts of nitrogen excreted from a mammalian body? Breath, sweat, urine, feces. In the form of urine, most of the nitrogenous phases are eliminated. The best long-term solution for kidney failure is dialysis, kidney transplant, both A and B, only B. Only B. What types of nitrogenous phase are excreted by living organisms? Ammonia, uric acid, urea, all of these. So these are all nitrogenous waste: ammonia, uric acid, and urea. Name the organs that make up the excretory system in humans. 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, bladder and urethra, all of the above. So these are all the parts of a excretory system. A pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. The procedure used for cleaning the blood of a person by separating urea from it is called osmosis, filtration, dialysis, double circulation. Which one? dialysis. Okay, the procedure used to clean the blood of a person separating urea when the kidney failure occur, that is artificial kidney dialysis. The artificial kidney was discovered by William Jacob. Where is the impure blood in our body filtered? Heart, lungs, ureter, kidneys. In the kidneys, blood purifying organ. Identify the correct path of urine in the human body. Kidney, urinary bladder, urethra, ureter, urinary bladder, ureter, kidney, urethra, kidney, ureter, urethra, urinary bladder, kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, urethra. So it is the, which is the correct option? The kidney, filtration occur, then ureter, then urinary bladder, urethra outside. The opening and closing of the stomatal pore depends upon, opening and closing of the stomatal pore depends upon oxygen, temperature, water in the guard cells, concentration of carbon dioxide in the stomach. It is the water in guard cells determines the turgidity and flaccidity. Osmosis takes place, and opening and closing of the stomata will be depends upon the water in guard cells. Dash facilitates reabsorption of water by the nephron. Loop of Henle, medulla, cortex, pelvis. It is the loop of Henle, okay, of nephron facilitates the reabsorption of water by the nephron. Accumulation of urea and other waste substances in the blood is called hemodialysis, cystitis, uremia, urethritis. It is the uremia. Okay, so limbs will swell. Certain ions and molecules, for example H plus and penicillin, are secreted from the peritubular capillary network into the A. convoluted tubules, B. peritubular capillaries, C. loops of Henle, D. collecting ducts. Certain ions and molecules, for examples H plus and penicillin, are secreted from the peritubular capillary network into the dash convoluted tubule, peritubular capillaries, loop of Henle, collecting ducts. It is the convoluted tubules, proximal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule. Okay, the correct sequence of urine formation: filtration, reabsorption, secretion, secretion, reabsorption, filtration, reabsorption, secretion, filtration, reabsorption, filtration, secretion. It is option A. Okay, first filtration, then reabsorption, then secretion. Glomerular filtrate passes from glomerular capsule into the loop of the nephron, proximal convoluted tubule, glomerular capsule, convoluted tubule. It is the proximal convoluted tubule into which the glomerular filtrate passes. If a man takes large amount of protein, he is likely to excrete more amount of glucose, urea and uric acid, water, salts. Urea and uric acid. If a person undergoes a prolonged fasting, then his urine will be found to contain higher levels of ketones, amino acids, fats, glucose. Ketones. Okay. Most of the reabsorption of salts and water occurs in the distal convoluted tubule, loops of Henle, proximal convoluted tubule, collecting tubule. It is the proximal convoluted tubule. Which one of the following statements is correct with respect to kidney function regulation? During summer, when body loses lot of water by evaporation, the release of ADH is suppressed. When someone drinks lot of water, ADH release is suppressed. Exposure to cold temperature stimulates ADH release. An increase in glomerular blood flow stimulates formation of Angiotensin II. Which of the statement is correct? The first one. So we have to select the correct statement. So once again let us slowly study. During summer, when body loses lot of water by evaporation, release of ADH is suppressed. This is a wrong statement. ADH means antidiuretic hormone. It is also called vasopressin. Okay. Next, when someone drinks lot of water, ADH release is suppressed. Yes, this is right only. Next, exposure to cold temperature stimulates ADH release. So this is wrong. An increase in the glomerular blood flow stimulates the formation of angiotensin. This is also opposite, wrong. So here the correct statement is B. Okay, when someone drinks lot of water, ADH release is suppressed. ADH main function is to dilute. Okay. Reabsorption. The hollow space at the center of kidney where urine is collected after its formation is called renal pelvis, glomerulus, distal convoluted tubule, urethra. Renal pelvis, the hollow space. So once again, so this is the renal pelvis. Okay, empty space where the urine is collected after the formation is renal pelvis, which opens into the ureter. This is the ureter. The muscular tubes which take the urine from the kidneys to the bladder are urinary bladder, ureters, urethras, nephrons. It is the tubes, ureters. The principal nitrogenous excretory compound in humans is synthesized in the liver but eliminated mostly through kidneys. In the kidneys but eliminated mostly through liver. In the kidneys as well as eliminated by kidneys. In the liver also eliminated by the same through bile. What is the correct statement? The principal nitrogenous waste compound is urea. Okay, it is produced in the liver but eliminated mostly through kidneys. Okay. In the liver, a cycle, ornithine cycle takes place, during which ammonia is converted to urea. The process of dilution of urine takes place in distal convoluted tubule, collecting tubule, loop of Henle, proximal convoluted tubule. It is the loop of Henle where the dilution of urine takes place. Which one of the following statements is regarded to the excretion by the human kidneys is correct? Ascending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to electrolytes. Descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water. Distal convoluted tubule is incapable of reabsorbing bicarbonate HCO3. Nearly 99% of glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the renal tubules. Okay, here ascending limb of electrolytes, wrong. Descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water, it is permeable only, wrong. Distal convoluted tubule is incapable of reabsorbing, it absorbs actually bicarbonate ions, CO3 minus. So this is the correct statement. Nearly 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the renal tubules. Renal tubules means proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule. 99% of glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed, concentrated. Why do we urinate more in wet and cold months? Kidney becomes more active, increase of ADH secretion, sweating is much reduced, impairment of water absorption in nephron. Actually, during cold and wet conditions, sweating is much reduced, due to which we urinate more. Because to maintain osmotic balance, homeostasis, which of the following hormone is involved in regulating the water salt balance of the blood? Cortisone, aldosterone, ADH, ANH. It is the aldosterone, steroid hormone, regulating the water salt balance. That's the reason why an athlete doping test can be done. In the doping test, they will check the level of this aldosterone in the blood. If it is normal range or more. If it is more, means the person has taken some steroid drug. Okay, this hormone specialty is it regulates the water and salt balance, so that the person never get tired. Okay. Which of the following hormones promote the excretion of potassium ions and the reabsorption of sodium ions? Aldosterone, renin, ADH. Antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin it is also called. So once again, aldosterone it is. Which of the following structure facilitates easy passage of small molecules to the glomerular capsule? Loop of nephron, peritubular capillaries, convoluted tubule, glomerulus. It is a loop of nephron, loop of Henle. Volume of urine is regulated by aldosterone and testosterone, ADH, aldosterone and ADH. It is aldosterone and ADH. Some plants store wastes in their fruits in the form of solid bodies called raphites, lenticels, tomato, resins. So store waste in the form of in the fruits, so it is raphites. The various methods used by plants to get rid of their waste products are: number 1, the gaseous waste through stomata and lenticels, stored solid and liquid waste by shedding leaves, peeling of bark and falling of fruits, or by secreting waste in the form of gum and resins. Which of the following statements? 3 statements are given. Which of the following statements are correct? So let us see. First one, gaseous waste through stomata and lenticels, 100% correct. Stored solid and liquid waste by shedding leaves, peeling of bark and falling of fruits, okay, it's also correct. By secreting waste in the form of gum, resins, tannins is also correct. So here option D, 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Name the waste products secreted by plants. Carbon dioxide, oxygen, water vapor, all are correct. Okay, plant waste products, okay, carbon dioxide, oxygen, water vapor, all are correct. The process by which plants excrete excess water is known as which one of the following? The plants excrete excess of water. Evaporation, photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration. It is the transpiration. Okay children, these are some of the questions which are very easy. So there are many questions are there which appear in the competitive exams. Okay, read a textbook and prepare your own bits. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.